gotta move. You gotta move, Jay. We all gonna fall. So today I'm going to I'm just gonna talk about how I started making money online.
Mommy, you doing your leg.
I got you. Okay, come here. Give me a leg, girl. So last year, give me both. He coming out of his room yet? All right. So about a year ago, I got a message from their DAD that he stopped working. So I thought he lost his job. So I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. But then he says, oh, I'm good. So I said, you good? Like, them payments gonna keep coming in? It's good. And then, he didn't really respond to that. And then about a month later to the day, I get a letter from child support saying that he's trying to modify child support. Now, just before that, I saw pictures on Instagram where he took his family. They went down to Florida. So pretty much at the same time that child support sent me this letter, he was vacationing in Florida, yet not making not a dime payment for his kids. So we do the modification. They ended up not doing it correctly because so I say that to say they did initially lower it. Now, mind you, we hadn't even been in a child support case. He hadn't even been paying for a complete year at the time. So they did lower it pretty much significantly. But they did not include my child care. So I sent in to, what do you call it, to appeal it, dispute it, like make them like relook at it again. So anytime they look at it with like a fresh set of eyes. So come to find out, they were never supposed to modify it in any kind of way because he voluntarily quit his job. So when we had a hearing a couple months, like maybe 3-4 months after that, at the child support office, come to find out, he quit his job. So he's down there. So he ended up, I was in person. He ended up doing it via phone, but he was cussing these people out. Like they were just asking simple questions. Why did you quit working? And he was just like, basically, you have the option to, when you're not making the numbers because he's in sales, then you have the option to be demoted or leave. So they were like, okay, so you quit. So pretty much that's what he did. He ended up quitting his job. And so, hold on, guys. Hold on, no microphone. All right, mommy got to get dressed, y'all, okay? Come on, let's go. Let's go get dressed. Go tell Johnny what I said one more time, please. Tell him mommy's going to be upset.
I'm going to bang.
Go tell your brother what I said, please. So, where was I? Okay, so he ended up cussing these people out, and so then a couple months go by. They ended up putting the child support back where it was because come to find out, he done had a couple of jobs in between time. So he got hired.
I didn't get that.
Okay, stay right here. So hold on, stay right here. She just had her legs on top of me. JJ, come on now, baby. Just sit down. So, he got hired, and then I don't know what happened. But so basically, he went from a larger place to where he could make more money and settled on a place where, potentially the money is going to be smaller because it's lower end of the field that he's in. Stop, JJ. Stop, JJ. Don't mess with that. And so, couple months. So then they knew that he had another job coming, but he wasn't being real about his start date. You okay? Come on. Oh, hold on. We all gonna fall. So, couple months go by. Um, Basically, they had the whole rundown. No, it's time to get ready for school. They had the whole rundown about, how he wasn't supposed to ever have it modified, how, um, he had multiple job offers, didn't accept them or whatever, and then how he was, currently employed at that time. And so then they put the child support back where it was supposed to be. So then, Johnny, I need you to help me with their lunch. We gotta go.
Mommy,
I'm sitting here trying to tell. What?
the sandwiches make my fingers sticky.
Okay, so then you just wash them. That's what happens when your fingers get sticky. You just wash your hands. Okay, so anyway, so then a couple months go by. We get the paperwork that the child support is not moving. So then he does the objection. So yeah, that's what it's called, objection. So he objected to that child support. So then boom, we get a court date at this time. So now we in court, and I think he can just go in there and be like, oh yeah, boom, I'm not making that much money. I'm not making as much money as I used to. I can't afford it. Yada yada yada. Like, they don't give a F about none of that. And so when we first, now mind you, he the one who told me to put him on child support, just to put that out there. And I'm glad I did, because it's accountability, right? Like, that's what child support is. It's accountability. And you can't no longer do what you want to do when you want to do it and how you want to do it. So he so they're asking for like bank statements, check stubs, W-2s, all your assets and all of that stuff. Because, and what he didn't realize is probably that the courts can do more than the child support office can do. So yes, child support asked for all of that stuff, and mind you, he only gave the bare minimum of everything. Even when my attorney was asking for documents, he only gave like 2 pay stubs and like the most recent tax return, because it was smaller than the other previous years. So we got like a couple of continuances. And then come January, I mean, he starts sweating me. He started calling me, texting me, sending me DMs. Can we talk? Can we talk? Can we talk? That's how it sounds like. Can we talk for a minute? Yeah, so
Can we talk?
they don't even know what they're talking about. But anyway, so he like, yeah, we got court next week, and then he's telling me the number that's good for him. So I'm not responding to any of that. So I only respond to the things when it comes to getting the kids, and not anything about financial stuff, because we're here. You saying that you can't afford it, now prove it. That's what the court is asking you to do. So boom, we scheduled for trial. So we at the courthouse, we waiting on trial to start. I mean, he's spinning his attorney. He's spinning him. The wife even came, didn't know where he was at. So he like, I'm in another building. I'm lost. I'm trying to find parking. I'm walking in right now, like to the point where the wife done walked outside. She looking up and down the street for him. Evidently, that's what she was doing. She came back and she finally was like, I have no idea where he's at. I don't know where he's at. Now, mind you, it's 45 minutes later. Judge waited on him for 45 minutes, and he never had intention to come. So what happened? Case got dismissed. Child support is still where it's at. But I know he got something else up his sleeve. Who knows? He might try to quit his job again. I don't know. So then he's been hell bent on having parenting time. That turns out to just be babysitting time. So you've wasted all this money on attorney fees for child support and babysitting time, And I'm calling it babysitting time because the time is so little, it don't move the needle. And you could have been paying that money on child support. So now, because he pays a amount, because how it happens, how child support works. If you don't know how it works, if you're thinking about filing for child support, I encourage you to do it, because it holds them accountable. Now, there's a lot of women out there who be like, "Oh, I can do this on my own," blah 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 blah. Cool, that's your business. That's your business. But I will say that you need to lock in and put yourself in a position to where you are not financially dependent, and your next move does not depend on whether or not you get a child support check. So anyway, how it works is, they combine the mother and the father's income, and then that helps to determine the amount of child support that is going to be paid, because that determines the quality of life that the child or the children would have if the parents, were together living in the same household. So they put the incomes together, and then, they do consider medical, and they consider, like daycare fees and things like that. But that's really it. Those are the three factors that contribute to, the cost of what the child support is going to be. They don't care about how much your mortgage is, your rent is, your car payment, how many car payments you got. They don't care if you've got a wife. They don't care. So and they do factor in, like, if you have, other children. I don't know what the weight of that is, but that is a question that they ask, and I don't even know if that's actually a factor into the weight of, how much, is going to be paid out. So anyway, I say all of that to say that's how I ended up down this path of finding a way to make money online, because I was once dependent on, a child support check coming in so that I can keep my kids in daycare and just try to stay afloat, when really I was still struggling. So at that time, when I had to bring the kids home, what I did was, I just started searching the internet. Like, I was making the best of our time. I did searches, ran across, like drop shipping. So then I joined a program, and I started my drop shipping journey, last June, actually, maybe end of May, early June. By July, once I'm going through the coaching, the one-on-one sessions, and the different training sessions that they had, I launched my first product in July, and I made my first $51. I think it was like July 8th, July 9th. It was like $51 for this product. And then boom, and like that helped my belief system. I knew that making money online was possible, and I knew that it was only up from there. So fast forward, just continue to learn the business, continue to test different products. Then come October, I launched a product. Boom, that thing took off. So, I made for sure $100,000 in 60 days, but I think I made probably about 120 from October to, the end of December, about 120,000. And I have to confirm those actual numbers, but the big thing was I generated $100,000 in sales in exactly 60 days. So I think I launched October, 13th. By December 13th, on that day, I made $100,000 in sales. And, I just know that, it's just going to continue to go up from here. So if you are looking for, online income, I mean, I promise I've got a host of ideas, but drop shipping, the world of e-commerce is what has worked for me. And so I encourage you, to find you a program that works for you. If you're interested in knowing exactly what I did, go ahead and drop it in the comments. We can connect, and I can, share all about my journey with you. You can ask me any questions. I can, make a video answering the questions that you're asking. But more importantly, I just wanted to share how I actually, was forced to find another way to make money online, because having the kids at home with me, even to go get a second job, like it I couldn't. If I can't afford childcare for the first job, then it means I can't afford childcare for the second job. So something has to give. Um, so yeah, so that's all I got for now. We're gonna continue getting ready. I don't know what time it is right now because I left my watch in the bathroom, but that was what was on my mind this morning. I just wanted to share how I started making money online as a single mom, and I just hope that I'm able to help and inspire the next mom. Again, I am here to share the real, the raw, the right now, and my life just unfiltered. And thank you so much for watching me. And I will continue to share daily vlogs with you for me and my from me and my family. And I will see you in the next video. If this resonates with you, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, drop a message. I promise if you're going through something similar like this, there is the end of the tunnel. There is a rainbow at the end of the tunnel. And I'm telling you from living experience, that I'm currently still going through things. I don't have it all figured out, but there is hope. And I'm here to walk this journey with you. So thanks again for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.